Hey, hell of a job, man. Way to battle all the way to the end. We talked about the halftime, didn't start the way we wanted. That didn't even matter, man. You guys just chipped away, man. Huge credit to you, honestly. Players, coaches this week, man, it was tough. You guys handled that, man. We did good. By Friday, we started smiling. By Saturday, we smiling more. And now we're doing what we do on that, right? Just remember, though, man, it takes everybody in this room, every coach, every trainer, every support staff, everybody, man, to get wins. It's hard. It's hard. Even when it looks easy, it's hard. It's hard. But I told you I had a promise for you. See you on Wednesday as well.
Hey, hell of a win, boys. That's the way to bounce back, man. Good fight by everybody, man. Love y'all, boys. Raiders on 3. 1, 2, 3.
The Raiders are back at 500. Welcome into Raiders Game Day, everybody. Amber Theoharis along with James Jones.
Hold on real quick. You're the host of the show. You run this thing. Can we get one? Let's go.
Raiders!
Yes, there it is. There it is. Now we're ready to start the show.
And can I introduce Eric Allen now?
There we go.
Eric Allen as well.
Welcome to the party,
Hey, man, this was a big win. 2016 over the Browns, the first home win of the season. And more importantly, they won with people whose numbers had not been called before in this season. You have 2 All-Pros out. You have 2 captains out. And they scored 20 unanswered points to get the win. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it was great to see guys in the locker room even stepping up leadership-wise. I love that
Christian Wilkins, that was cool.
Christian Wilkins,
does
JPP,
what Max normally does.
The young guy getting his first opportunity to play. Just love the energy today. Totally different from last week. Even when we had Max and Devontae, I just thought the energy was down. This week, guys were on top of things, and I think it started in practice. I know the practices on Wednesday and Thursday pretty physical. Guys getting after a little bit and proves to be the best type of coaching that AP has done so far.
We heard they got on him in practice.
Yes, got to.
It was a tough practice.
I loved it because this when you earn your paychecks, right? The star players is out, your star player on defense out, all-pro player, all-pro player on offense out. What you gonna do? All right, you coach your tail off, right? Put the defense in right situations, takeaways, right? Putting the offense in really good field position, and then offense running the ball. We ain't ran the ball all year long. Today, really good game plan to run the football. Kudos to the coaching staff for going out there and getting these young fellas in the right situation.
All right, here are 3 big things we're going to talk about here on Raiders Game Day. 1 is Gardner Minshew. What would he do without Davante Adams? Adams on the sideline with a hamstring issue. Well, it turned out pretty good for him. And A.J. Cole, I was flexing. Look at the pipe cleaners. Woo! Looking good. When you pump the way he's punting. And look, unsung heroes on defense. Guys like Charles Snowden stepping up when Max Crosby was out. Let's show you what they did. And there's the captains heading out at Allegiant, getting ready to battle the Browns. And early on, it was all Browns on the opening drive, 3rd and long. Elijah Moore with the catch from Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, it just seemed like we were just a little off penalty-wise. We had like 2
they
or
get
3
roughing the
penalties in that first
passer.
drive.
Yep, on that one. And then Deshaun Watson to Deonta Foreman, no tackling. Can't tackle. That was a problem in the first quarter. Deshaun Watson here does what he does. He scrambles to the left for 7 yards to get the first down. And then 5 plays later, do you know who Blake Whiteheart? Did you know Blake Whiteheart before the game?
The Raiders didn't either.
Well, now they know because Blake Whiteheart gets the touchdown. It's tight end for the Browns. And so we're thinking, oh, Lord, here we go. Just like the Panthers, opening drive, they come out and score.
This was just one of those things to where it's like, you're never going to play a perfect game, so we got to leave a little bit of room for improvement. Kind of like this right here. We know the young fella got hands. He going to catch every ball. But even the first drive, right, we got to come out and be better on the first drive next game.
And he's looking for DJ Turner, overthrows him. He was open. And look, they go 3 and out. They only possessed the ball for 2 minutes, a little over 2 minutes in the first quarter. So let's go to the second quarter, see if they'll do better here. Gardner Minshew to Tre Tucker for 14 yards. Here we go.
Look at the formations now. Look at the formations. That's empty. Ball out of your hands, extremely fast. Tre Tucker makes a play, 15-yard gain.
First down.
This is out of empty.
Great job at putting that corner in conflict where you have someone running a 7 or bender and a receiver outside. But you're right, JJ. The ball was out of his hands when he hit that back foot. It just seemed like the emphasis on the
3 wide receivers, One
man.
tight end.
And Tre Tucker here on the reverse caps it off for the touchdown. And so the Raiders on the board. It is 10-7. Raiders, by the way, Tyreek McAllister with a first down right before that play we just showed you.
Yeah.
We didn't know who he was.
Right. He made He made his name in the preseason.
That's right. We know who he is now. Here we go. Browns ensuing possession.
Come on now. Come on now. We know
Jerome
him.
Ford.
We know him.
Jerome
We know
Ford.
Spillane.
Yep.
No tackles. Hello.
He gets him.
Where you at? One more time. Where you at, 4-1?
Up, finding him again.
There you go.
Spillane, by the way, led the team in tackles. We're going to talk to him a little bit later in the show. And here go the Raiders. Alexander Madison up the middle, 24 yards. That boy can run.
Yeah, that looks good.
He's dynamic.
Yeah, we missed the blocks by the receivers down the football field. Look.
Who was that?
In the way.
He saw red. 5 plays later, Daniel Carlson, money, 52-yard field goal. And we got a tied game, folks.
That's right.
Let's go to the third quarter. Let's see what they do in the second half. Opening possession of the second half.
Look
for
at
the
the ball
Raiders.
out.
Jacoby Myers,
3
19
wide
yards.
receivers, 1 tight end. Easy money for the quarter. Foot in the ground, gotta go.
Yeah.
Good job. Ball out.
I see Luke.
Yeah.
Luke, putting the formations together and.
Later in the drive, we talk about unusual suspects. Harrison Bryant, tight end, 14 yards. He has a play.
That's another nice play call right there by Coach Luke, getting Gardner Minshew outside the pocket, but still in 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end formation. We call that zebra, right? It's a really good formation for the Raiders.
So the Raiders are up 13-10, and here go the Browns. Mari Cooper for 9 yards. We know him. 5 plays later, 2nd and 8. Tip.
Don't be. Oh,
there you go. Trayvon Merrick in the right area. He intercepts it, returns it 16 yards, and that, folks, is a tone changer.
Overthrows.
Look at Wilkins talking. He's like, hey, you like that one?
Give us that.
Guys flying by.
Coop got to make that, though.
Yeah, he does. But you know what? Tips and overthrows, got to get one.
We're glad he didn't.
That's right.
Raiders next
Great
possession.
job.
1st and 10. Here we go. Gardner Minshew to Jacoby Myers.
Ooh, that was scary.
Yeah.
13 yards.
1st and 10. Little play action bootleg.
Another look here.
I see you,
man, I see ya.
Good strong hands right there by Jacoby.
Alexander Madison on 3rd and 9. He takes it 16 yards for the first down.
I wish we had rewind because it is 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Look at Brock in there. Action, running lanes for the running back.
That is a great run.
Look at that's a tough dude right there.
Uh-oh.
Here we go, DJ Turner.
On the edge.
Again, unusual suspect.
Give you a little dead leg.
Gets into the end zone for the touchdown on the reverse.
That's a
Another
really
look.
good run. That is a really good run. It's just crazy, the formation, though. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Touchdown. Raiders.
All right, the Raiders 20, Browns 10.
Here we go.
So on that Raiders drive, 3 of the 6 plays, by the way.
We're bringing.
Hold on. Okay. Well, we should say that. That's the unusual suspect, Polamalu with the sack.
He played well.
I just want to point out on that offensive drive, the explosive plays, 3 of the 6 were over 10 yards. That was a problem this year, remember?
That's called good offense.
But having guys step up like that and like this, Janarius Robinson and Christian Wilkins.
Great job.
Share a sack there.
Look at the back, and
this
this is a good. So this is a sort of a zone dog here. They've done a great job. So he was manufacturing pressure.
First play of the 4th quarter, though, Zamir White, he fumbles. And it's returned by Rodney McLeod, 25 yards for a touchdown. Just like that, it feels like Cleveland is back in it.
Right, they were.
Feels like the tempo has changed. The Raiders still have a 4-point lead at this point. And then there was a big moment here when Dustin Hopkins comes in to kick the extra point.
Yeah. Huge. Big.
He misses it.
Big. That's
so
huge.
Instead of a field goal away, they are 4 points away.
Need a touchdown.
Which makes a big difference. So Raiders 20, Browns 16. Jumping ahead in the 4th quarter. After 5 punts from both teams, Zamir White to the left, loss of 5 yards.
That guy
brings
had a
up
heck of a
2nd and
game.
long.
That's defense. Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. 2nd and 15, Gardner Minshew. Incomplete.
I do not like the play
That was
calls that
Denzel
we have
Ward.
right here. I do not like the play calls. It is 4th. It is 3rd and 15 with 4 minutes left in the game. Take a shot.
Yeah.
All right, and so the Browns' next possession on 2nd and 10. Here they go. They got something going with Jerry Jeudy, 14 yards. first down. Then
Tackle.
forward.
Tackle.
Yeah, missed tackle
No
there.
tackling.
Missed
35 yards on that run. You can't allow those chunk plays to happen on defense.
Someone got to step up here.
First play as we move on. See,
Good run.
broke through.
Yeah, got to get him down.
First play after the 2-minute
yeah,
warning,
we'll take
first and
that.
10.
Not ready for the snap. We'll definitely take that. Push them back.
See that get off up front?
Here's another unsung.
Get your hands up. Can't get to the quarterback. Get your
I'm
hands
telling
up.
you, Charles Snowden had
He had
a
a
heck
day.
of a game stepping up. Browns' last chance here. Who would it be? Would it be the Browns or would it be
Great pressure. Great
the
pressure.
Raiders? They end it.
Relentless
Charles
pressure.
Snowden again comes up big.
He was coming off that edge now. Look at
Yeah.
it. Look at it. Relentless. Give me that. Ooh.
Man.
Now that's the effort we talking
That's
about.
relentless
Give me
right
that.
there.
Look
yeah.
at that.
Both of them.
Both of them.
That's big
And
time
that'll
right
end
there.
it. Look, Watson and Minshew showing each other a little bit of respect after the game, and so the Raiders are now 2-2. Taking a look at the final game stats brought to you by Sportswater. Look at the rushing.
Look at that rushing.
That is a big difference from weeks past. For the first time, the Raiders defense held an opposing offense under 100 yards rushing. Meanwhile, the Raiders had 152. I mean, they haven't been putting up those kind of numbers. Third down for the
we gotta get better.
defense, holding the Cleveland Browns to 30% on third down. 2 for 3 in the red zone for the Raiders.
Good.
And the pressure on the quarterback without Max Crosby. The quarterback hits, the sacks, passes defensed. It was really impressive from the
That
defense.
third down gotta get fixed,
And you
though.
know what? You don't always got to get my time of possession in, right?
Right,
I
yeah.
was nervous.
We got
right?
it.
What do you think I did after that first quarter? Do you think I started calculating time of
Yeah,
possession?
you did.
It was the very first thing I did.
That's right.
12 minutes. 12 minutes out of the first 15, the Browns had the ball. And I thought this is not going to be good. The Raiders ended up winning the time of possession.
Ooh, nice.
That's how you win
That's right.
a game, by a minute or two. But that's
Right.
how you come back
That's okay.
and you win a game. Overall, though, the theme of this win, 100%, was unusual suspects.
Yeah.
I actually said that on the Silver and Black show. I
Yeah,
said,
it's a
who will
great
be
call.
the unusual suspects that step up? And no doubt, it was Polamalu, it was Charles Snowden,
Yeah.
Robinson.
Yes.
We saw, even Tre Tucker,
Tre
DJ
Tucker.
Turner.
DJ Turner, Tucker.
absolutely.
So it was a true team win.
That's right. Special teams.
Yeah.
Complimentary football. That's what happened today. And coaching staff got after him early. You knew it was going to be a tough, difficult week. If you couldn't take that kind of coaching, you know what? Get out the building. But everyone bought in. And I think that's the one thing that we all appreciate about this coaching staff is they're going to coach you hard, tell you when you're wrong, tell you when you're right, light you up when you need to be lit up. But everybody responded the right way. And this was a complimentary win by the Las Vegas Raiders.
And you're right, because you talked about 5 punts in the fourth quarter. That
Yeah.
means we ain't moving the ball, they ain't moving the ball.
Right.
But whenever we didn't move the ball, our defense responded. And that's complimentary football. If you can do that, you will win football games. If you can't, we'll be sitting up here talking about a loss. But you know what? Kanye said it best. We'll never know.
That's right. And Tre Tucker had a big game. We're going to talk to him coming up next. There he is. He's got the JJ hoodie on.
There it is.
That's coming up right here on Raiders Game Day. Raiders get the win.
Every year, millions fly with us at Allegiant because together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh. And reconnect. We remember. And we wander, which leads to wonder. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
Looking good, guys.
Thanks!
Oh, hey, Pickle!
Hi, Dad!
I brought Mom's glasses from the hotel.
Oh, great! She's in the ballroom, the big one!
I'm coming up.
Vacations are better with the credit gods on your side. Rewards once available to the few are now accessible to the many. Earn points for travel with Credit One Bank and live large.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day
When I'll be the one
you dream.
it's gonna. Dude, are you crying?
You've earned this, so hold it up high. Your 5-star chefs on 4 wheels, running your kitchen all over town, pushing through working hours and after hours. No matter rain or shine. Because when you stay hungry, your neighborhood stays fed. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Taste is not an option. Taste is everything. 1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
In 300 feet, turn left.
With Cox's fiber-powered internet, you can do brilliant things.
Exit approaching.
Like upload your voice to Dad's GPS in no time flat.
And I miss you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Get multi-gig download speeds powered by fiber. Upgrade your internet today with Cox, the nation's fastest internet provider. Limited availability in select areas.
Raiders Game Day is brought to you by Allegiant, the official airline of the Raiders. Low fares, non-stop flights, only at Allegiant.com. America First Credit Union, the official credit union of the Las Vegas Raiders. Modelo, a reward for those with a fighting spirit, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly, imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. And by Cox, proud partner of the Las Vegas Raiders. Welcome back to Raiders Game Day. The Raiders get the win 2016 over the Browns. And we knew Tre Tucker was going to get a lot of targets. It ended up with him in the end zone, a big tone changer for this team. Let's bring in Tre now to talk about the win. And Tre, just take us through what the emotion was like in the locker room after the game.
It was great. I just, to get that win, not falling 1-3, that's what we hoped for and what we set out to do early in the week. So there's just no better feeling than winning. Just everybody dapping each other up, just the feeling, and just no better feeling than winning.
What up, Hoss? I know EB had a special message for you, knowing that 1-7 wasn't going to be out there, man. What did he kind of tell you before this game, knowing that your opportunities to go up because Davante Adams wasn't out there?
Well, first things first, obviously, Tay, it's like a big brother. So the standard that he sets in the room, we got to uphold it, and obviously, when he slides out, I slide up a little bit. So, I took it upon myself, and he knows that too. Like I told him, I said, I got you. I'm going to hold it down. And, that's just what I did. But, EB, me and EB talk, yeah, Hoss, yeah. So we talk so much. So he just, he just instills that in me all week long. And we always prepare for moments like this, and that's just the kind of approach I take with him on the field or without him on the field.
EB, the receivers coach. For people that don't know, it sounds like you guys are talking in code out there.
Yeah, Hoss.
I tell you, man, when you don't have, the great player like Davante out there, kind of the responsibility falls on the whole receiver room. Were you guys excited going into the game?
For sure. I mean, we'd be like, me and Cobes talk about that all week, and DJ as well. And congrats to him getting his first touchdown. But we talked about it all week. Like I said, we got to uphold a standard. And we really wanted to go out there and show people, Davante is really good. He's the best of the best. But, obviously, like I said, there's a standard that we uphold, and we're good too. So that's just the kind of approach we took this week and came out with the win.
It really was night and day between the first quarter for this offense. You guys only possessed the ball for a little over 2 minutes, and you come out in the second quarter and you have your touchdown drive. Take me not just through the touchdown that you had, but the drive, feeding Zamir, going to you several times in that drive.
Yeah, I mean, it happened so fast. Honestly, it happened so fast. but that's how it should look. You're moving the ball and you're just worried about the next play. And like we talk about that all week. You never want to just soak in on a play like, oh, that was a good run. Okay, now we got to move on to the next play and keep the drive going. So that's kind of what it was. And just extending plays like he talks about yak, Hoss, yeah. but that's just really what it was. Just a little 3-yard catch and turning into some more. So that's what wide receivers are getting paid so much. And and then to cap it out with the touchdown, we repped that play early in the week, and I just knew like when we call that, I'm a scorer. There's just nobody catching me. So fastest person on the field.
Let's stay on the run game because Zamir had a good game, Madison had a good game, but we all know ain't no good explosive runs without the receivers blocking downfield. I don't think you guys get enough credit for the dirty work y'all do down the field. The lineman is cool. The lineman is cool for the 3-yard runs and the 4-yard run. But the explosive runs happen because us doing our job down the football field. Today I seen y'all putting in that dirty work today, man. Just talk to us about the pride, Hoss, that y'all take in that run block.
That starts with the man himself, EB. He was a running back, so he understands it, and obviously he coaches receivers. But we got a little thing going on in the receiver room where little things going on that we take pride in it. So like you said, if a running back was getting the ball or we're trying to catch the ball and a running back's not doing their job, we'll feel a certain way. So when they get the ball, we got to put ourselves on the line for them to create the explosives, and that's what we did. And we just take pride in it. When DJ got his touchdown, I was so pumped up. I was just out of bounds. I didn't even know what happened, and I was like, that's why. And we harp on it all week. Finishing your blocks, finishing, and I know EB will be happy with them because that starts with him.
Tre, it seemed like the offense today had a little more urgency, and it looked a little different in how it kind of panned out. We saw more receiver sets, the ball coming out quick. Is that something that we're going to continue to see, or is that just for this specific game?
Yeah, I think that kind of just, it depends on the game plan each week. I know for sure, we like to use tempo. It just helps us, and it makes the defense tired and all that type of thing. So we'll always have it each and every week, and but some of those things that like today, that was just game plan wise and just based on how they were playing us.
Hey, back in Green Bay when EB coached me, Devontae, and all the boys, we used to give out Snicker bars. For big-time blocks and all that. I can see that's kind of where you were going, man. You know what I'm saying, in the film room.
Yeah, what I'm talking about. It's a little different than Snickers. Yeah. We got something better than that now. We got something better than that. We got something.
No doubt,
we got
See, we're going to sit here and try to figure it out.
EB and you already,
Trust me. It's a lot better than a Snickers bar.
There we go.
Hey, congratulations on the win. It was really cool to see not just you, but guys like Harrison Bryant, and you mentioned DJ Turner get involved in this offense. We said it was going to have to be guys whose number hadn't been called before to step up to get this win, and that's what happened. So, Tre, thanks so much for being with us. We can't wait to see you back out there next week against the Broncos.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys for having me.
Good job, brother.
Way to go.
We were waiting for Tre Tucker to break out based on what we saw in the preseason, the connection between him and Gardner Minshew. But this was an all-around team effort, and it really was the unusual suspects, the unsung heroes. Tre Tucker has a breakout game. Tyreek McAllister, who we saw in the preseason, but you kind of had to look up and say, wait, okay, what number? You have to look up the number again. Now we know. Now we know his number. DJ Turner, he a Terp, by the way. He's out of Maryland. Fellow Terp, got to say that. But DJ Turner had a big game, stepping up, and I know you had a chance to interview him in the preseason, and he seemed appreciative to learn from that receiver room.
All those great guys, and plus, the receiver coach is just phenomenal. But all these guys are really competitive, but they support each other, and they know there's going to be times in this season where they're counted upon to do this, particularly when you're trying to create an identity. And the first part of that is, hey, we want to be physical and run the football. But as JJ has been kind of alluding to the last 3 weeks, hey, if you get into these spread situations and you can utilize the speed. And that's the one thing that these guys have. Today, what we saw spark, we saw explosiveness down the field, width-wise, all over the field. And that can put a lot of pressure on defensive players and defensive coaches. And they have to start to think, hey, you know what, these guys are getting to the edge. So what can I do defensively to stop that? So now you kind of put people outside And what can you do now? You can run the football.
Yeah. And not only that, you played defense. DB
I tried.
at a very, very high level.
He was all right.
He's about to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
I'm wearing my jacket here every week.
That is the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? As you should.
Gold jacket every week.
Best of the best. So you were really good at scouting reports. If you were guarding Devontae Adams, right, you probably wouldn't be off that much.
Right.
If you guard Tre Tucker, you're probably going to back up a little bit because you know he has some juice.
Yeah.
When I'm watching these plays, Tre Tucker's separation is 5-10 yards because they know they got to respect his speed and the goal ball ability of going deep. And now you get the ball out of your hands extremely fast with Gardner Minshew because it's 4 wide receivers. And with the cushion that they're giving Tre Tucker, it's a very simple throw. All right, it's very easy for Gardner Minshew. And then you add Turner in there as well, who can run and who can run after the catch. It was a really good game plan today. I was proud of the coaches, both for offense and defensively. Obviously, it's a couple plays here and there. We can say what you're doing, but everybody's good play callers from the couch.
Yeah.
All right? It's different when you call it there. But at the same time, I love what the coaches did today, getting these young playmakers to football.
Yeah, it was definitely a team win, no doubt about it. When we come back, we're going to also talk to Robert Spillane. We're going to talk a little bit about this defense. That's next.
How are you feeling?
I'm good.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Every year, millions fly with us at Allegiant because together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh. And reconnect. We remember. And we wander, which leads to wonder. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
It's in our very nature to find exhilaration in the new, to seek the excitement of the unexpected, an endless yearning to experience what lies beyond the everyday.
In 300 feet, turn left.
With Cox's fiber-powered internet, you can do brilliant things.
Exit approaching.
Like upload your voice to Dad's GPS in no time flat.
And I miss you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Get multi-gig download speeds powered by fiber. Upgrade your internet today with Cox, the nation's fastest internet provider. Limited availability in select areas.
Hey Raider Nation, when you come to see the Raiders take the field at Allegiant Stadium, you should do it from the best seats in the house. So grab an ice cold Coors Light, and you can enter to win tickets for these Coors Light silver seats at Allegiant Stadium. With plush seating, state-of-the-art beverage coolers, and wireless phone chargers, there's no better place to watch your Raiders bring home the win. Celebrate responsibly.
Intermountain Health understands that life can be a challenging game, and mental wellness is vital to our overall health. It takes courage to admit when we're not okay, and even more to reach out. If you or someone you know is struggling or in crisis, call or text 988 or visit strongestplay.com for mental wellness resources. With Max Crosby out today, it was next man up when it came to who was going to rush Deshaun Watson. Well, the Raiders defenders definitely rose to the occasion to break that down, and also how this Raiders run game came to life. Let's send it over to EA and JJ.
Thanks, Amber. Of course, you don't have the great Max Crosby. You have to find a way to manufacture some pressure, and that falls on our defensive coordinator, Patrick Graham. How are you going to get the back to the quarterback? So important to get after this quarterback. So we start out here. We see this late delay blitz by our free safety. So you think we're dropped? Watch the drop here. Snowden drops. So we're only rushing 5, but great job by the coaching staff by getting pressure, by giving the visual effects of what we have here. Usually we have the end rushing. This would be Max Crosby. Now we have the safety coming off the backside with him dropping, and the eyes where the quarterback goes down to the rush. Positive. Great job by Patrick Graham. All day long, we saw stunts too, which was awesome when you talk about when you get into the quarterback. You got to rush a quarterback who's mobile outside. You got to collapse from the outside in. Another outstanding job. And look at the great jump. And there's another stunt up here in the front. Great job by Wilkinson getting after the quarterback. And our last one here, I think when you start talk about effort, tenacity, when we're getting after the quarterback, watch how the effort and tenacity to get after the quarterback on the final play of the game. And yes, he does the condor swipe like he's Max Crosby, but the effort here is like Max Crosby. This is what we want. I think he's played himself into more playing time when Max gets back by this great effort right here. We're going to show that all week on film to talk about the effort it takes to win a football game when you need a big defensive stop and pressure.
This is one of those plays. Hold on real quick. This is one of those plays to where they got Monday and Tuesday off. When they come back on Wednesday, this is going to be paused in the team meeting room. This is how we play.
That's how we play.
This is how we play on defense. And this is how we should run the ball on offense. Listen, whenever we are in 2 tight end sets, we usually run the ball downhill. That's what we show.
That's right.
All right? So the coaches, that's why we give credit to the coaches. Right here, Luke says, who's one of our best playmakers if 1-7 is out?
BB.
89, the first-round pick.
That's right.
Get him the ball. This is a fly sweep to the tight end.
Contact.
Run through arm tackles.
Contact.
All right? That's 10 yards after contact.
That's right.
That's an explosive run and just a creative way to get your playmakers the football. I thought Coach Luke did a really good job of designing some runs to get the ball into the playmakers' hands so they can get the ball in space. Now, when you watch this other play, it is going to look the same. You have 2 tight end set. Now we're coming downhill at you. We just ran a fly sweep out of the 2 tight end set. Now we're coming downhill at you. All right, receivers make the big-time blocks down the field for the chunk plays.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? But this is an excellent run. This is an attitude run, a really good jump cut. We've been asking for that, right?
Yes, we
Stop
have
just
been.
running straight downhill. Use your vision. Bounce it. Jump cut. This is a really good run right here by Madison. That is another 10-plus yard run. And then right here, look at the motion. So I want to lead this. This is our 2 tight end set. It's just with a wide out.
Yeah. 1st and 10, too.
It's just with a wide out. Now we're going to get some speed and get to the edge.
Yes.
And then we all know.
In the tutty, too.
If you let us outside and get to the edge, good luck. Everybody else in there. We're running away. So, and then what I like about this, EB say this all the time. Violent on the boundary. Here, you finna get some. You think I was going out of bounds?
Yes.
You about to get some. Touchdown Raiders. But Coach Luke did a really good job of designing some runs, getting it into the playmakers' hands. You see the tight ends, you see the wideouts, you see the running backs.
Right.
That's really good coaching. Amber, running game, effort, equal W. Back to you.
Every time, but take a look at the numbers. If you are going to rush for 152 yards as a team, that means you're controlling the ground game, you're controlling the time of possession. The other team's offense doesn't have the ball, and that helps in being able to score, and that's what the Raiders were able to do, because look at what they did today versus weeks 1 through 3. 5.2 yards per carry versus just 2.8 in the past 3 games. They get in the end zone twice via rushing, but the explosive runs, the 10-plus yard runs, they had 7. They'd only had 2 all year. So they got it going. And I'm going to put this out there because we keep it real here. Alexander Mattison is the more dangerous of the 2 backs, in my opinion, based on what we've seen. I know it seems to be a committee at this point, but coming into the season, we thought Zamir White would be more of the featured back, and that Mattison would be the 2 in the 1-2 punch. Alexander Mattison, I'm circling him if I'm a defensive coordinator. What are your thoughts?
I'm going to push back on just a little bit. I think it's the style of running play that makes Alexander Mattison better in this type of zone because you have to make a decision, okay? Am I going to bounce it outside? Am I going to bend it back? Or I'm going to bang it up in there? I think Zamir needs a lead guy. We don't have a fullback on the roster.
No.
So he has to use our tight ends to put him in motion and then lead block for us. The two explosive runs that Zamir had, the tight end came, led block for him. So he's a downhill runner, kind of like an I formation type of guy, where Alexander Madison is more of a zone kind of, I'll pick my hole and explode.
But they're running a zone block run scheme, right? So, I mean, if Zamir is going to be in that, that's not his strength. So how do they get Zamir going a little bit more? I mean, he had his best game, let's be fair.
Yes,
he had 50 yards. He did get going a little bit more. Is it going to take him a little bit more time to get used to it, where Alexander came in used to that?
And it's no knock on none of the styles.
Right.
Derrick Henry cannot play in a zone scheme. He needs to be coming downhill. That was the problem in the first couple weeks with the Ravens. Stop making him go sideways and bring him downhill. Zamir is our downhill back. When we're in four wides and we got to go sideways, you got to put Madison in there. He has better vision. He has better moves, and he's been in a offense like that when he was in Minnesota. He was in a zone scheme offense like that. So I think he gives us a better chance when we're spreading people out going sideways. Obviously, if it's a power game, you want to come down here with Zamir White, but it's working itself out.
Yeah, it is.
It's working itself out. It looks more explosive with Madison in it.
Yes, and I think you make a great point with the spread offense and having the 11 personnel, and you have a running back. Hopefully what happens is the 11 personnel and the quick passes gets those defenses so, impressed and afraid a little bit by what happens on the outside that they start to spread it, so now we can run downhill with Zamir.
So Zamir will open up.
Yeah, so both guys will be able to have their bread and eat it too.
All right, well, we like seeing both of them combine for 100 yards, 152. We'll take it. All right, coming up, Antonio Pierce takes the podium as the winning coach. We'll hear from AP coming up. You're doing it.
You got this.
Yes, this is great.
You got this. You got this.
Every year, millions fly with us at Allegiant because together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh. And reconnect. We remember. And we wander, which leads to wonder. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
It's in our very nature to find exhilaration in the new, to seek the excitement of the unexpected, an endless yearning to experience what lies beyond the everyday.
Hey Raider Nation, when you come to see the Raiders take the field at Allegiant Stadium, you should do it from the best seats in the house. So grab an ice cold Coors Light, and you can enter to win tickets for these Coors Light silver seats at Allegiant Stadium. With plush seating, state-of-the-art beverage coolers, and wireless phone chargers, there's no better place to watch your Raiders bring home the win. Celebrate responsibly.
This segment of Raiders Game Day is brought to you by Twitch. Be sure to check out the Raiders' fifth quarter podcast. Listen and follow wherever you podcast.
Antonio, you talked about what a great opportunity this was going to be for some young players. Charles Snowden, DJ Glaze, Jackson Powers-Johnson, DJ Turner, Tre Tucker, Brock Bowers. It seems like you had a bunch of contributions from some of those younger players to get you guys to 2-2. If you could just talk about those contributions.
Yeah, I think really hats off to our coaching staff, just getting those guys ready, prepared, and then obviously you're going to always give credit to the players, stepping up. And we put them in a lot of different roles. I think you saw that today. But, when you have that many young guys first and second-year players playing, guys that just strictly play special teams, step up and have an impact on the game to help us win, I mean, that's a building block for us going forward.
Antonio, I know you already said earlier this week that you saw your team display character this week, but to see them come back off a loss last week, fell into a 10-0 hole early in this game and respond the way they did, what did that tell you about your team?
I mean, I knew what group I had. I mean, don't want to go backwards, but that wasn't the team that we're accustomed to seeing and that has shown up over the last, several games. But, there was a trying week, to be honest, right? There's a lot of, hoopla and stuff, and it probably started with me with my comments, and, I apologize to him for that. Don't want to be a distraction that way, but I think at the end of the day, we just went to work each and every day, and things came out throughout the week, and guys just never flinched and blinked. And then we just talked about playing one play at a time, playing for one another. Adam Butler spoke to the team, did a hell of a job with that, and got us going throughout the weekend.
AP, you've talked
Time now for one big number, and you know what? It helps when you have great field position. AJ Cole's, well, the other team doesn't have good field position, you should say. AJ Cole's average yard per punt, 58. 58. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
he pinned him.
That's spectacular.
Put him deep into
spectacular.
A place where they couldn't get out of, and that was huge for special teams. Take a look at some of his punting.
And people overlook this part of the game.
Change of field position right here, man.
Look at that. Oh, man.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's
pretty.
You got to flex on that one. Yeah. Is that the one he flexed?
Is he?
Look at that.
Ooh,
hold on, look at that.
Wow. Yeah, that's a good part right there.
Number 30, whatever, on that.
Flex on him.
Flexing on him. Ain't got one tricep for mine. That leg.
He is going to be the
in
talk of the locker room.
In his defense, all the muscles are in his leg. That's where they need to be. That's where they need to be.
Great job,
man. All them weights down there in that weight room.
Doesn't matter.
Beautiful weight room.
He's just getting those quads going.
Do a couple of them, man. You're going to be all right. No, but hey, he punted that ball today, though.
He did, and there's no doubt that there was a change of mentality from the first quarter to the second quarter. And in the second quarter, this team came out and led a touchdown drive. Minshew did. That was efficient. It was quick. It was the speed that we talk about. Take a look here. It actually started at the end of the first quarter with the Brock Bowers play there.
Get him involved. Get him involved.
But then here's
back foot hits the ground.
Quickly to Tucker.
Look at that separation.
Yeah. It's like they were, hey, you going to give us this out route?
Look at it,
we'll
though.
take it.
5 wide. Look how quick he gets the football out of his hands. And then, listen, hey, speed kills.
Yeah, it does.
Tough tackle.
Yeah, so.
Zamir, get him involved as well. Nice run.
Downhill
run.
That's downhill.
That's exactly what you're talking about. And look, McAllister.
The toss outside, put your foot in the ground and go.
On the edge.
Right.
He comes up and then go back to Zamir again. Let him run it a little 4 yards, get him close to the end zone.
Running angry now.
And then Tucker with the tutty.
Oh, great job
on the
here.
Reverse.
Just the speed, right?
And we haven't given Minshew credit. I think everybody talks about the quarterback when he's not doing well, but what worked, I think we just saw what worked specifically, JJ, for Minshew.
Getting the ball out of his hands fast. That's what's been working all year long. When Minshew has no running back in the backfield and it's 5 wide or it's 4 wide with one back, Minshew is very, very smart and he gets the ball out of his hands. Even early in the football game, it was 4 wide, or it was 3 wide, 1 tight end. He escaped and threw a pretty ball to Brock, but he just dropped it. But he knows how to extend plays and get the ball out of his hands fast. And on that drive, when you're in 4 wide or 3 wide, he's getting the ball out of his hands, and then light box, let's tote it and hand it off. Keep making it easy on Minshew and let him play fast, getting the football out of his hands. That's what helps.
Yeah, and also we had mentioned Luke. I think Luke did a great job of when you're in those situations formationally, you're giving him opportunities to get the ball out to, if you're going to give me a 5-yard, hook or curl route, take it. Don't worry about, the downfield route at this moment. We want to get urgency in our play call, and we want to make sure that you feel comfortable getting the ball out of your hands. You're getting easy completions. Those things mean so much to quarterbacks who have had a history of struggles, right? In the first couple of weeks of the season, seen some really easy completions. That gives you confidence. So later in the game, you're able to kind of run out. You're feeling the flow. You're feeling good about yourself, making those plays that we know he can make.
Well, it worked out, and they're gaining their identity. We're seeing what works. That's a good sign. All right, coming up next, we're going to be talking defense with Robert Spillane.
There you go.
Did he shower? He has eye black on.
No, he ain't
He
showered.
still has eye black on.
He ain't showered.
This segment of Raiders Game Day is brought to you by America First Credit Union. For every Raiders first down at Allegiant Stadium this year, America First Credit Union will be donating $100 to a local charity.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day
When I'll be the one
you dream.
it's gonna.
It's gonna be Ray.
Dude, are you crying?
Looking good, guys.
Thanks!
Oh, hey, Pickle!
Hi, Dad!
I brought Mom's glasses from the hotel.
Oh, great! She's in the ballroom, the big one!
I'm coming up!
Vacations are better with the credit gods on your side. Rewards once available to the few are now accessible to the many. Earn points for travel with Credit One Bank and live large.
It's in our very nature to find exhilaration in the new, to seek the excitement of the unexpected, an endless yearning to experience what lies beyond the everyday.
Taste is not an option. Taste is everything. 1800, the world's most awarded tequila.
Every year, millions fly with us at Allegiant because together, we go places. We see old friends and try new things. We laugh. We really like to laugh. And reconnect. We remember. And we wander, which leads to wonder. From how we go to where we go to what we do when we get there, we go further together.
In 300 feet, turn left.
With Cox's fiber-powered internet, you can do brilliant things.
Exit approaching.
Like upload your voice to Dad's GPS in no time flat.
And I miss you, Daddy. Happy birthday.
Get multi-gig download speeds powered by fiber. Upgrade your internet today with Cox, the nation's fastest internet provider. Limited availability in select areas.
And so the Raiders get the win. They now improve to 2-2 as they walk out of Allegiant over the Cleveland Browns. And to talk about the win, let's bring in Robert Spillane, who joins us now from the stadium. And look, he's got the Costco hoodie once again. I think last time you were on the show, you had the Costco hoodie. I know it was super expensive. We're glad you wore it. But first, before we talk about the win, we found out a little something when we were talking to you offline. You like to shower at home, so you just like put your hat on, you take your pads off, put your hat on, Costco hoodie out.
Shower peel.
Time to go. I'm a blue-collar kid. I like getting home to my wife and my daughter, so yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. I like it. Hey, talk to us a little bit about the defense, man. This is, I believe, this is Max Crosby's first game he's missed in his career. Not having him out there, a leader out there, and the way this defense played. Talk about at practice, mindset-wise, knowing not having 98 Max Crosby out there, what you guys had to do to step up.
Yeah, we knew all week we weren't going to have him this weekend. I told the guys it's on us, everybody, collectively and individually to step up. And I'm just so proud of the guys, how they came to work all week, knowing the challenge we had in store for us today.
Yeah, Robert, talk to us a little bit about that practice mentality. When did it start? How was the week in practice? Was it physical this week, or was it the same style of practice you guys have been since the beginning of the season?
It was a physical week of practice. We knew we had to get back to fundamentals, getting off blocks, making tackles, playing good team defense, and we were able to do that on Wednesday and Thursday, and it leads to success on Sundays.
It really was a major adjustment between the first quarter and the second quarter. Looked like you guys came out not really ready to go in the first quarter. In the second quarter, it became a different game. Tell me what adjustments were made there.
Yeah, we just told the guys, let's settle in. They got 7 first drive. It's time for us to step up and turn the ball over or get them to punt it. So, yeah, I'm really proud of the guys on the way they stepped up. It always comes down to fundamentals, making the tackles when they present themselves, and finding a way to get an interception, a big turnover when capable.
You know, last week everybody made a big deal about AP's comments of, business decisions or whatever people. It seemed like you guys are playing with a whole lot more energy out there today than you were last week, in my humble opinion. Was that kind of something y'all discussed in meetings, at practice, watched the tape and, got back to the drawing board on?
Yeah, for me personally, I make a business decision every single day. I walk into that building to bring a good attitude, to bring energy and focus to the team. So at the end of the day, we're all making business decisions every single day out there, and I'm proud of the business decisions that our team made this week.
Robert, you have a lot of younger players who are around you, right now. Not the starters. Divine Diablo is out, so you got a lot of younger guys. How are you able to communicate with those guys in order to make sure you guys are all in the right spot?
Yeah, our coaches do such a good job preparing us mentally, physically, and emotionally for game day. And I'm so proud of those young players that just come and show up to work every single day, willingness to get better. And what do you know, when you come in every day willing to work, you will get better. So I'm proud of those guys.
Take us through watching the Trayvon Merrick interception as it happened. What a tone changer for the game.
Huge play for us. They got into max protection look. We're playing a split safety defense. Double chippers off the edge. They have time to work a down the field route progression. And Deshaun Watson's getting some pressure on him, and he kind of sails it a little bit high, and Trey makes a great play on the tip ball.
How about our run game? I know you guys sit over there on the sideline sometimes, and obviously you're watching the offense. How about our run game and our O-line running the ball tonight? I felt like they did a really good job running the ball. What you think about that?
Yeah, obviously I would have to watch the film to give you a better detailed understanding of what's going on for our offense, but I was really proud to see Alexander Madison just running with that ball, dominating people and finding a way to get yards.
Last question for me is, we've been talking all week about who are the Raiders. What's your identity? After this game, can you kind of put your fingerprint on who we are as a football team?
Yeah, we're all about pride, poise, and passion. And when we get 53 guys believing in that, good things tend to happen.
And I love it. I love seeing Robinson, Snowden, pull them out, all getting sacks in this game. So we said it had to be guys whose names we hadn't heard called a lot before. They all stepped up. Congratulations, Robert Spillane, on the win. And, hey, enjoy that shower. Take your time. You pay the water bill. You can take as much time as you want.
Yeah, I'll be in the pool for quite a while. I might not even shower tonight.
There you go. That's for you and your wife to figure out.
Enjoy the family, man.
Thanks, Robert. Congratulations.
Way to go, man.
This segment of Raiders Game Day is brought to you by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar, the official soft drink of the Las Vegas Raiders.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. It's your job to stock the city, restaurants and rooftops, bars and basements. Every corner store. And when it gets tough, you stay driven. Give it all you got, going nonstop for 20 stops. Because at the end of the day, every single round is on you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Looking good, guys.
Thanks!
Oh, hey, Pickle!
Hi, Dad!
passes from the hotel.
Oh, great! She's in the ballroom, the big one.
I'm coming up.
Vacations are better with the credit gods on your side. Rewards once available to the few are now accessible to the many. Earn points for travel with Credit One Bank and live large.
Dude, you're looking ice cold.
You look ice cold, bro.
Guys, somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Let's do it.
There comes a day when I'll be the one you dream. It's gonna be Ray.
Dude, are you crying?
Raiders Game Day is brought to you by Allegiant, the official airline of the Raiders. Low fares, non-stop flights, only at Allegiant.com. Credit One Bank, the official credit card of the Las Vegas Raiders. Coors Light, choose chill, an official beer of Raider Nation. Celebrate responsibly. 2024 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. And by Twitch, watch, discover, join in. The in-stadium entertainment, always top-notch at Allegiant, and today was Lindsey Sterling, who played the violin version of the national anthem. Man, was that beautiful.
It was.
Then look, there's Jeff Barnes, Raiders linebacker from 77 to 87, two-time Super Bowl champ.
Looked like he still could play. Look at him show.
Lighting, yeah, once a linebacker, always a linebacker. And then War, the group that helped define soul.
What is it good for? That's what it was?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
I don't know. But Soul and Funk, they're lifeline members of Raider Nation. They played Spill the Wine, Why Can't We Be Friends, and Lowrider.
That's the classic right there,
yeah,
Lowrider.
That's a Raider Nation classic right there.
Yeah,
That's for sure. All right, coming up over the next 4 weeks, got the Broncos travel to Denver to take the Broncos. Then welcome the Steelers.
Yeah.
Then go to the Rams, who are banged up.
W.
And then you come back home against the Chiefs.
We're going to expose the Chiefs.
I think at worst they split against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I think at worst they split.
We own the Broncos, though. That's all I know.
That's all I know.
We own the Broncos.
All right, so the Raiders, they get the win 2016 over the Browns. We'll see you next week after the game, after the win over the Broncos. Eric Allen, James Jones, Amber Theoharis. We'll see you next time, Raider Nation.